Welcome back to Cash Stuffing and Budgeting, the channel where we turn smart money moves into real savings that stick. In our last video, we broke down 12 powerful grocery hacks that can help you save over $1,000 a year just by being intentional with your food spending. Today, we're taking it one step further. This is part 2 of that frugal living journey, and I'm calling it the ultimate guide to frugal living tricks. If you thought saving on groceries was good, wait until you see how much money you can keep in your pocket by applying these everyday strategies across your entire lifestyle. And before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss another tip on how to budget smarter, save better, and live well without wasting your hard-earned cash. Let's start with the mindset. Because frugal living isn't about being cheap. It's not about depriving yourself or cutting out every single joy in life. It's about maximizing the value of every dollar you spend. It's about intentional choices. And when you build that mindset, you start noticing the small leaks in your budget, the subscriptions you forgot about, the random fees you don't question, the little impulse buys that add up to hundreds every single month. This guide is all about plugging those leaks while still enjoying life. One of the biggest frugal living tricks is learning how to master comparison shopping. We live in a time where everything is online, and price checking takes seconds. Before you hit that buy button, get in the habit of quickly searching the product name on at least 2 or 3 platforms. You'd be surprised how often you'll find the exact same item for 20, 30, even 50% less. Add cashback apps or browser extensions, and suddenly you're stacking discounts on top of sales. This one habit alone can save thousands each year on clothes, electronics, even household basics. Now let's talk about utilities. Most people treat their water, electricity, and internet bills as fixed costs, but frugal living teaches you that nothing is truly fixed. You can call your service providers once or twice a year to negotiate a better rate, switch to competitors, or ask about hidden discounts. Many companies have retention departments whose entire job is to keep you as a customer, which means they're authorized to slash your bill if you ask. Imagine shaving $20 to $50 off your internet bill every month. That's hundreds back in your pocket annually, just by picking up the phone. Another frugal living trick is mastering the art of meal prep beyond groceries. Remember how in our last video we talked about strategic shopping lists and using freezer space wisely? This is where you take it further. Prepping meals doesn't just stop you from wasting food, it also saves you from the temptation of last-minute takeout. If you dedicate just 2 hours a week to preparing affordable, nutrient-dense meals, you can save thousands of dollars on eating out. Plus, you gain time back in your day because you're not constantly wondering what's for dinner. Let's move into clothing. Fast fashion can drain your wallet and clutter your closet. The frugal trick here is embracing second-hand shopping. Thrift stores, consignment shops, and online marketplaces are filled with high-quality, barely used items at a fraction of the retail price. Some people even turn this into a side hustle by reselling great finds. But here's the real magic. When you stop chasing trends and instead focus on timeless, durable pieces, you save not just money but also decision-making energy. Building a minimalist wardrobe may sound boring, but it's actually liberating. You'll always have something to wear, and you won't feel the urge to constantly shop for more. Transportation is another area where frugal living shines. If you're in an area with public transit, consider whether you really need a car or a second car. Between insurance, fuel, repairs, and depreciation, cars can cost thousands every year. If downsizing isn't an option, you can still save big with frugal tricks like carpooling, maintaining proper tire pressure for better fuel efficiency, or using apps that track gas prices in your area so you always fill up at the cheapest station. Even washing your own car at home rather than paying for car washes can save hundreds annually. Entertainment is one of those sneaky budget busters. The frugal living trick here is swapping expensive outings for experiences that cost little to nothing. Host a potluck instead of going out to dinner. Organize a game night instead of paying for tickets. Take advantage of free community events, library memberships, and even free trial periods for streaming services. By rotating and canceling subscriptions strategically, you can enjoy endless entertainment without the ongoing cost. Remember, you don't need to spend a fortune to have fun. Housing is one of the biggest expenses, and while not everyone can just move tomorrow, there are still tricks here. If you rent, negotiate with your landlord at lease renewal time. Sometimes offering to sign a longer lease gets you a lower monthly rate. If you own, consider refinancing when interest rates dip. Beyond that, Small changes like improving insulation, sealing windows, and using energy-efficient appliances can cut hundreds from your yearly expenses. Even sharing your space by renting out a spare room can turn housing from an expense into an income stream. Another overlooked frugal trick is DIY. Do it yourself. This doesn't mean you need to become a full-on handyman or craft expert, but learning basic repairs and skills can save you so much money. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, patching a wall, sewing on a button, or even making your own cleaning supplies with vinegar and baking soda, DIY empowers you to stop outsourcing every little problem. And thanks to YouTube tutorials, almost every fix has a step-by-step guide online. One of my favorite frugal strategies is the 30-day rule for purchases. Whenever you want to buy something non-essential, write it down and wait 30 days. If you still want it and it fits your budget, go ahead. But you'll be surprised how often the desire fades, saving you from countless impulse buys. This rule builds patience and helps you recognize the difference between wants and needs. Health and fitness are another place people overspend without realizing. Gym memberships go unused, fancy supplements pile up, and diet trends drain wallets. The frugal trick is focusing on the basics: walking, bodyweight exercises at home, or community recreation centers. As for diet, whole foods bought in bulk often cost far less than packaged health products. Your health improves, your costs drop, and your lifestyle becomes more sustainable. Let's talk about holidays and gifts, because these can blow up budgets fast. Frugal living doesn't mean skipping celebrations, but it does mean approaching them creatively. DIY gifts, experience-based presents like cooking dinner or planning a hike, and even group gift exchanges can save serious money. Planning ahead and buying items on clearance throughout the year also prevents that stressful December spending spree. Frugal living also extends to banking and credit. Many people don't realize how much they're paying in hidden fees. The trick is to use accounts with no monthly fees, pay off credit cards in full to avoid interest, and leverage rewards programs to your advantage. Some people even pay for big purchases with a cashback card, then immediately pay it off, essentially earning free money on things they were going to buy anyway. Here's another overlooked area: subscriptions and memberships. From streaming services to apps to monthly boxes, the frugal trick is doing an audit every few months. Cancel anything you haven't used in 30 days. You'd be shocked how much creeps into your budget in the form of small, automatic charges. This is a silent budget killer, but the fix is simple. Set reminders to review. Insurance is one more category where frugal living can save you big. Most people stick with the same provider for years, never realizing they're overpaying. By shopping around every 1 to 2 years and bundling policies when possible, you can save hundreds annually. Some companies even give discounts for safe driving, home security systems, or simply for being a loyal customer, if you ask. At its core, frugal living is about creating a lifestyle that aligns with your values, rather than being pulled into the trap of consumer culture. Every time you choose a frugal trick, you're not just saving money, you're buying freedom. Freedom from debt, freedom from stress, and freedom to redirect your resources toward the things that matter most to you. And here's the beautiful part: frugal living compounds. Just like compound interest grows your investments over time, small daily savings add up to massive long-term benefits. Saving $5 here and $10 there doesn't feel like much in the moment, but over months and years, it builds into thousands of dollars of cushion, opportunity, and peace of mind. Now, I want to remind you, these tricks work best when you stick with them consistently. This isn't about one big dramatic change, it's about building habits that last. Pick 1 or 2 tricks to start with this week. Maybe you call your internet provider, or you try the 30-day rule. Once those become second nature, add more. Before long, you'll notice a shift not only in your bank account but in your mindset. If you enjoyed this ultimate guide to frugal living tricks, make sure you check out Part 1, 12 Frugal Grocery Hacks to save $1,000 plus. Because when you combine those grocery strategies with everything we've covered today, you're setting yourself up for real financial success. Don't forget to subscribe to Cash Stuffing and Budgeting, where we bring you practical, actionable tips to help you reach your money goals without feeling restricted. Hit that like button if you found value here, share this video with a friend who's looking to save more, and let me know in the comments which frugal trick you're going to try first. Remember, frugal living isn't about living less, it's about living smarter. And when you start to see those savings stack up, you'll realize that being intentional with your money is one of the most empowering things you can do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy saving and keep stuffing those envelopes.